Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. I just wanted to encourage you to share this video with other parents so they could see what is happening as I follow the Waterloo District School Board and the education system very closely, and I make these informative videos. I also have links to Rumble and Spotify in the description. Now, Waterloo District School Board trustee Cindy Watson just put forward a motion on June 12th that says parents need to be involved. What a motion is a proposition essentially that says we need to adopt this moving forward. So she is saying, based on the things that she's been hearing, the complaints, parents want to know more about the sexual discussions and materials and things that are happening in the school. And she's saying this people have to know based on religious reasons, so we can accommodate. And also, a lot of parents are complaining that material that is not part of the Ministry of Education presented to kids is also not child age appropriate. You know, I've talked about and I've spoken at the Waterloo District School Board regarding the books that they have for kids, and regarding the content and the things that they teach. You know, kids are born in the wrong body and all that nonsense. Not only that, but they also invite third-party organizations to talk to the kids and to make presentations to the kids without parent consent. And one of these, for example, is Okay to Be Me, which is an organization that offers affirmation therapy, and from there they pass kids on to other places if they need more medical interventions. They also have the Be Real movement as well. It comes in and talks to kids, and you know, I've covered this. These guys sell gear online, such as chest binders for girls and packers so they could put in their underwear, and funnels so they could pee standing up, etc. I mean, it's crazy what they're doing to kids. But these organizations are coming in, and there's also SHORE, which is Planned Parenthood. They're coming in, and parents don't know this stuff, and they're saying, well, you know, because this is not part of the curriculum and it's all part of the rights, we don't need to tell the parents. Really what they're doing is they're trying to find ways to have discussions with minors, sexual discussions, and parents are catching on. I've already talked at length about the protests that are happening, and I want you to check out this motion by Cindy Watson, as she's going to put it forward for them to accept. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's going to pass? Do you think it's not going to pass? I mean, I have my thoughts, and fingers crossed that there's enough voices. And I encourage you to reach out to the trustees to say you need to have this motion passed, because parents need to be involved, and parents need to consent to what their children are being taught, especially when it comes to sexual stuff, which, you know, it really, if you look at it, as Cindy said, it's competing human rights things, and you need to accommodate both. So if people want to pull out their kids for religious purposes, they should be able to know ahead of time the schedule and who's coming and what's happening, so they can have the chance to pull their kid out or make different plans. Or if they find that the material is inappropriate, they also need to know ahead of time. So parents must be informed if their children are presented with sexual material in school. I think this is pretty straightforward. And check out this video and let me know what you think.
Whereas the mandated WRDSB Religious and Creed Accommodation Policy 1012 states that parents have a right to request a religious accommodation concerning school curriculum. And whereas the WRDS Policy 1012 3.4 states, in dealing with competing right claims, the Supreme Court of Canada has confirmed that there is no hierarchy of charter rights. All have equal status, and no right is more important than the others. Related to this is the principle that no right is absolute. Every right is inherently limited by the rights and freedoms of others. Whereas some parents have requested a religious accommodation for their children and have not been informed about sexual health teaching, class discussions, and presentations outside of the curriculum-based health class. Whereas parents outside of the religious accommodation process have complained that sexual health teaching class discussions, and presentations outside of curriculum-based health classes are not age appropriate for their children or child and don't align with sexual health curriculum guidelines. And whereas Bill 98 will strengthen parental involvement by authorizing the minister to require school boards to provide parent-friendly information about their child's education, therefore be it resolved that policy 1012 under 1.7 be revised to more accurately reflect 3.4 concerning the exception of competing rights, and that board policy 1012 1.6.6 be added to ensure that parents be provided with detailed information concerning dates, times, sexual health teaching, class discussions, and presentations outside of the curriculum-based health class, which would allow parents to provide informed decisions about their child's accommodation. And then I have an example of what it could look like, but it's just an example. And that parents outside of a religious accommodation request also be accommodated based on their concerns of age appropriateness of sexual health teaching, class discussions, and presentations outside of curriculum-based health class that do not align with the Ministry of Education sexual health guidelines.